Overthinking is a modern epidemic. Many of us get trapped in endless loops of worry, regret, and doubt, replaying past mistakes or obsessing over uncertain futures. This mental habit drains our energy, increases anxiety, and keeps us from fully engaging with life. But what if there was a time-tested philosophy that could help us break free? Enter Stoicism, an ancient Greco-Roman philosophy that teaches resilience, rational thinking, and mental clarity. The Stoics figures like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus believed that much of our suffering comes within, particularly from our perceptions and judgments. By adopting their mindset, we can cultivate a calmer, more disciplined mind and put an end to overthinking. Thoughts are not facts. One of the core principles of Stoicism is the idea that our distress is not caused by external events, but by how we interpret them. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Overthinking often stems from taking our thoughts too seriously, assuming that just because we think something, it must be true. However, thoughts are not facts, they are merely interpretations, often distorted by emotions, biases, and past experiences. The first step to overcoming overthinking is recognizing this distinction. Instead of automatically believing every thought, we should question its validity. Ask yourself, is this thought objectively true, or am I making assumptions? Does this thought help or hinder me? Am I seeing the situation as it is, or through the lens of fear and anxiety? By analyzing our thoughts rather than being consumed by them, we can regain control over our minds. The dichotomy of control, what's in your power? The Stoics emphasize the concept of dichotomy of control, the idea that some things are within our power, while others are not. According to Epictetus, some things are up to us, and some things are not. Overthinking often involves dwelling on things beyond our control. What others think of us, what might happen in the future, or mistakes we've made in the past. The Stoic approach is to focus only on what we can control and let go of everything else. Stoic techniques to overcome overthinking. 1. Practicing present awareness. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic Roman emperor, wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." Overthinking is often about the past, regret, guilt, or the future, anxiety, worry. Rarely do we obsess over the present moment. The Stoics remind us that the present is all we truly have, and by focusing on it, we reduce unnecessary mental suffering. Practice mindfulness by paying full attention to your current activity. When you catch yourself overthinking, gently bring your focus back to the present moment. Engage in physical activities like exercise or deep breathing to anchor yourself in the now. 2. Negative visualization. Preparing for the worst. One powerful Stoic exercise is premeditatio malorum, the practice of negative visualization. This involves mentally preparing for potential hardships in advance so that they lose their power over us. Seneca wrote, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." Rather than fearing the worst, visualize it happening and prepare yourself emotionally. This makes you more resilient and reduces unnecessary worry. 3. A more fatty, loving fate. Nietzsche and the Stoics embrace the more fatty, or the love of fate, the idea that we should not only accept what happens to us, but embrace it fully. Rather than resisting events or ruminating over what could have been, a Stoic mind sees every situation as an opportunity for growth. When you find yourself overthinking a past event, tell yourself, "It happened, and I will make the best of it." Shift your mindset from resistance to acceptance. 4. Reframing thoughts with rational analysis. Seneca noted, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Much of our overthinking is based on exaggerated fears or imagined problems. By applying logic, we can reframe our thoughts and see them more clearly. 5. Voluntary discomfort. Training the mind for resilience. The Stoics believed in voluntary discomfort, deliberately exposing themselves to small hardships to become mentally stronger. How this helps overthinking. Teaches us that discomfort is temporary and manageable. Builds confidence in handling uncertainties. By training ourselves to handle discomfort, we reduce our tendency to overthink difficulties. Overthinking is a habit, but it's one that can be unlearned. By applying Stoic principles, distinguishing thoughts from facts, focusing on what's in our control, and practicing resilience, we can cultivate a clear and calm mind. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Choose clarity over chaos. Take control of your thoughts. What's one thought you can let go today?